So let's compare the newly announced Nothing Phone 3A with the Motorola Moto G Power 2025. Both are budget devices. Let's see how they compare. Price-wise, the Nothing Phone 3A is a $400 fully unlocked device. You can find it on Amazon or on the Nothing website. The Moto G Power 2025 is a device that is found for under $100 on prepaid and all the carriers. Often you can find it for free. And it is mostly found on the prepaid side. It costs around $300 unlocked from Amazon. So we're comparing a $400 device with most cases a free device in the Moto G Power 2025. So both are pretty big devices. They're both similar in size, similar in weight. They are mostly like the iPhone Max type size devices. Android phones are pretty big in general, and this is no different. Their screens are 6.7, 6.8 inch devices, so very similar. Build quality on both are plastic. You have a translucent clear on the Nothing phone, which makes it stand out. And the Moto G Power has a fake leather feeling on the back, which feels quite nice. So but the build quality is there's no stainless steel or aluminum or anything premium, but they both have their little positives in the clear plastic and the eco nice feeling grippy leather on the Motorola. So the Nothing phone has two physical nano SIM card slots. The Moto G Power has a nano SIM card slot and an eSIM. Both have dust and water resistance, but mostly it's for splashes here and there. Let's move on to the display. Like I mentioned, it has a 6.7 inch on the 3A, similar 6.8 inch in the Moto G Power. Both feature 120 hertz refresh rate. And both of these have a 1080p display. Both have Android 15. You get 3 Android updates on the Nothing phone and 2 major updates on the Moto G Power. And they do differ a little bit. You have kind of a skin on the Nothing Phone 3A, and you get pure Android type interface on the Moto G Power, similar to what you get on the Pixel device. Chipset wise, you get a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 on the Nothing phone, which is a little bit better than the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 on the Moto G Power. Both of these are pretty good for most people with day-to-day apps for viewing videos and YouTube, scrolling through social media and Twitter, and messaging and all that good stuff. Nothing too intense though. Both feature a good amount of RAM. Both of them have 8 gigs, and both of them start off at 128 gigs of storage. So pretty good with the storage and the RAM, and they have mid-level processing with the chip. So you have 3 cameras on the Nothing Phone 3A, while you have 2 cameras on the Moto G Power. 4K on the Nothing Phone 3A, 1080p on the Moto G Power. Both have 1080p selfie cameras. One difference though is the Nothing Phone 3A doesn't have a headphone jack, while the Moto G Power does. Both of them feature NFC, which is standard, Bluetooth 5.4 on the Nothing Phone 3A, 5.3 on the Moto G Power 2025. Both have fingerprint readers, but the Nothing Phone 3A has under the display optical, while the Moto G Power side-mounted fingerprint reader. Both feature really good battery life. The standard in Android's 5,000 milliamps all-day battery life. But the standout feature of the Nothing Phone 3A with the battery is the charging. 50-watt wired charging, 50% in 19 minutes, 100% in 56 minutes, so very impressive. Moto G Power, no slouch though, 30-watt wired, and it also features 15-watt wireless, which is not available on the Nothing phone. A little extras between these devices. The Nothing Phone 3A has 3 lights on the back, and they light up as notifications come in. And the Moto G Power, it has an FM radio. Since you could utilize the headphone jack and get free FM radio signals. So after reviewing these specs, for everyday tasks, neither of these are special. They do the job perfectly well. The cameras on the back are not special either, but I'll probably have to give the edge probably to the Nothing Phone 3A. The price points are low for both of these, but you got to give it to the Moto G Power. You can get it for under $100. In most cases, you can get it for free, and it has pretty much it could do everything that the Nothing Phone 3A could do. Neither of these have lots of updates for the software. The Nothing Phone 3A does have that translucent color, which makes it stand out. The 3 lights in the back, it really doesn't add too much functionality. The Moto G Power, I do like the leather back that it has, so it's very grippy, so you don't really need a case for the Moto G Power. Both of these are very similar, but the price just goes to the Moto G Power. You really can't complain. It kind of does everything that you need it to do on a regular basis, on a regular day. There's nothing really that makes the Nothing Phone 3A stand out and pay $400. It's kind of like it's not that much of a step up from the Moto G Power, to tell you the truth. I really don't see the point of it. The Moto G Power offers just a very compelling value. It has everything that you could want. NFC, it has the ultra wide camera, it has the grippy fake leather in the back, big battery, wireless charging if you're into that, 30-watt respectable wired charging. It has the eSIM, which is the positive, and both of these offer a pretty nice screen, 120 hertz. You're only getting one major Android update on the Nothing Phone 3A, but I really do not see any advantages that the Nothing Phone 3A has to justify the $400 over the free Moto G Power. Maybe just in the picture department, you probably get a little bit better result on the Nothing Phone 3A, but other than that, there's just too many positives in the Moto G Power 25. It's every year Motorola comes out with really good devices that are free, and it's very hard to complain about them, especially when you get them for free and you get 8 gigs of RAM. So there you have it, the Nothing Phone 3A versus the Moto G Power 2025.